G'day everyone, it's the BigFella here, and happy Australia Day to everyone who's watching. 26th of January, and it looks like we got our local get up call, or wake up call over here. You tell him, mate. You must get me. So it's about 20 minutes past 7, and yeah, today's rather overcast and very humid. And I looked at the weather app on my computer before I left, and it said something like about I think it was about 97% humidity out here, and in Sydney it's not much better, it's about 95. And it's pretty much going to stay that way most of the day. So, not too happy about it. So we're heading into Sydney to see what's going on for Australia Day. Now, thing is, I don't think I've ever been into Sydney proper to see the festivities or anything going on during an Australia Day celebration. I can't remember doing it before, so I think it's going to be something a bit different, and kind of looking forward to see what's going on, and get some good footage. So happy Australia Day to everyone. A lot of people have come to call it Invasion Day. Now, whether jocular or mocking based or not, it's still, I don't know, it turns out to be fairly derogatory. But you look at the situation of immigration in Australia, and well, maybe you'd think it's probably not so derogatory. I mean, you look at all the boat people and our immigration policies throughout the decades. You know, it's all become a bit of a farce. And I think this is probably where we can learn a little bit more from our American counterparts. Their system seems to be a little bit better to actually allow people into the country. I mean, if you exclude everything from Donald Trump, then yeah, it doesn't seem like such a bad idea.
Goes to City Circle via Sydney.
Well, that was quite nice. I've pulled my phone out while I was on the train, and I'm pretty sure the ticket that I had to get to Circular Quay kind of came out with the phone, and I'm pretty sure the ticket's still on the train. So I showed the guard my receipt, and he said, "Yep, no worries, let us through." So all good. all the Chinese made flags. Now you know you live in Australia. And to rub a little bit more salt in the wound, yesterday was Chinese New Year. If you look closely, you can actually see people up on the deck. As it turns out, there's bloody great big queue here. It's just to get through one gate or a checkpoint. Yeah, back in 1993, the Sydney 2000 Olympic bid was announced here, but the winner of that bid, I was here, just a mere 20-year-old with a whole bunch of friends. Came out at about maybe 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and we got down here, the place was packed, absolutely jam-packed.
The winner is Sydney, Australia. There was nowhere left to stand. It was breathing space only.
Sydney.
I'll never forget that night. Look up there really closely, you can actually see some people doing a bridge walk. There's one of the tall ships.
Past and present, and pay my respects. Yora, Camarada. The welcome song pays respects to the Gadigal people and the people of the Eora Nation here in Sydney. It's a song that I sort of composed 15 years ago as a way of welcoming people.
We'll hear them before we see them, hopefully.
but just broad over here. What kind of ships are they?
Thanks, Anna, and what a wonderful day it is here to be in Sydney Harbour. So number 3 FA-18As from Rough-Based Williamstown, which is Newcastle, just completed a
Australia Day. How would they be celebrating Australia Day, say, if they were on something?
Look, I'm always
Well guys, that's Australia Day in Sydney for you. I've been on my feet for the last over 6 hours now, and yeah, not very much fun when it's out in the heat with about nearly 90% humidity. It's probably worse than most countries would have to endure. So yeah, on the train home now, and I'll tell you what, being on this train, I won't say very much for public transport in Sydney, but I will applaud their air conditioning. So much better. Very first thing that happens when I'm going to get home, put the air conditioning on dehumidify and just flake. I'll get to editing a little bit later. So anyway, yeah, so I hope you enjoyed Australia Day from my perspective at Sydney, and yeah, it's not very often I get out to see very much during Australia Day. I've never really wanted to before, but I just want to say thanks very much for being there with me, and thanks for watching the video. As usual guys, drop a like, have a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and please share the video as well, it helps me out massively.
Stop at St. James.
Thank you. Anyway, that'll be it for now guys. Until next video, I hope you enjoyed Australia Day. Alright, this is the Big Fella. I'll catch you later.